welcome to today's vlog. You alright?
Yeah. Hello. I thought you were going to kiss me then.
Crikey, it's been a few years since I've done that. Bloody hell. Steady, girl. You'll be wanting to sleep with me next. Dear, oh dear, what a way to start a vlog.
Sorry, let's start again.
No.
Oh, God, don't. Oh, right.
Right, okay. Anyway, we're going to show you some clips of us going up the Hatton Flight. We obviously didn't record this before we went up the Hatton Flight. The weather was atrocious, so we haven't got a lot of it. I'd love to have you to have seen all 21 locks, but
No.
I think that would be a bit tedious and boring, to be perfectly honest.
No, it was, I think that Saturday was, weather-wise, was probably the best day to do it because we had showers, but there was sunshine. I'm in my waterproofs and sandals, but I was okay.
If you're going to get wet, you might as well get wet.
Yeah, but the only thing was, there was no bugger going up or down. We had to do them all on our own.
Yeah, double locks.
Yeah, but at least
with
we only
one
had to open one gate.
Yeah, yeah, so it's not too bad. And we started to get a rhythm going with handing the ropes over. You'll see some of that. Jan's got a very convenient little hook that we purchased from somebody at North Kilworth, which is coming really handy.
It's about, I'd say, 3 foot long, and it's got a hook on. So instead of Tony in double locks, if he's in on his own, of chucking the rope up and I'm getting a wet rope smacked in my face, or me not catching it and then an argument breaks out, I had this hook and I just bent down, hooked the rope, got hold of it, put it round the bollard and gave it back to Tony so he could keep himself to one side. Yeah. There's one thing that we did find out that was very, we didn't think, that if Tony came in and was on the right hand side, that you would open the paddles on the opposite side. So the water would flow in and keep him open over to the side. But we realised that didn't happen, did it?
No.
So we actually opened the paddles on the side that he was on. I don't know. Any comments on that?
Yeah, I don't know. There's some
it worked for us, didn't it?
The law of physics is a law unto itself, isn't it? You would think that opening the opposite paddles would let water in and push you against the wall, but what actually happened is it pulled the front out. So when we got to the second lock, we did the complete opposite and opened the lock, opened the paddle on the side the boat was in, and you can actually see, I think you'll see in the footage, the water bubbling up on the opposite side, in other words the bit where the gap is, and presumably that's why the water was pushing towards the boat, keeping it against the lock side. Did
you get that footage of when you had company in the locks?
Yes, but I don't.
I'm not going to say anything.
Let's not say anything. We were joined by something in one of the locks as we were going up.
But everything was fine until we got to the last lock.
Yes, and then the heavens opened.
I've never been so wet in all my life.
Anyway, before we go any further, thank you to all you new subscribers. Thank you for commenting as you do. As you know, we love to read your comments, and also we reply to as many as we can, if not all of them. So yeah, thanks for the thumbs up, of course, always helpful. We'd just like to say hello to Billy and Christine.
Hello, Billy. Hello, Christine. Thanks.
I can't remember where you're from.
No.
I don't know if you're in this country or you're overseas. We've got quite a lot of comments from people from places like Philadelphia and Canada and stuff like that, and it's amazing.
Maybe we can look back and have a look.
So thank you all you new subscribers. Thank you our original subscribers for sticking with us.
Yeah, putting up with us.
Putting up with us. Before we go up the Hatton Flight, though, we have a special treat for you. I've always loved the put engines, the original.
Oh yes, yeah.
The original listers and all those sort of things. And we were surprised to hear when we were moored up outside Cape Boats in Warwick that we heard this engine noise, vintage engine noise, and thought,
I couldn't find the boat.
We were looking high and low for this boat, thinking it's got to be here somewhere. And then we discovered the model of a fully working boat, so it's fairly accurate to one that you can see on the network. He walks up and down this stretch of the canal.
He exercises, doesn't he?
Yeah, just for a couple of miles, walking up and down, taking his boat for a walk.
But oh my God, it made my day.
Yeah,
I've never
beautiful.
seen anything like it.
It took me about 3 months to make that. So it is based on like the owl, but there's a few little bits on it that are not quite the same. But it's got sound recordings from the original engine that it would have had in 1928, and then I use sound software to make the sounds. So it comes through a speaker box, which is where the engine room is. And then I'll just change up the revs on my phone and it feeds it through. And then I've got 2 smokers on it for the log burner and the engine.
And it's all remote control, yeah?
Yeah, so it's got a little 2.4 gig. And I normally go on endurance runs. I normally do about 2 miles with it. Just go for a walk. I built a butty boat as well. That's based on Ilford, which is 1912. So obviously that doesn't have an engine. That gets towed by that. So I use the rope that's wrapped round the back. So obviously I unwrap that and attach that to the butty. That's tricky. That's very tricky to tow that. You've got to be careful when there's a lot of high wind, because it just blows the butty around everywhere, because it's quite light. Because I have to make it light because of towing. And I've also got just a normal leisure boat as well. It's about 3.5 foot long. This guy's had his arms chopped up and all sorts, so I can use it to steer. But that Buckabee jug, that's from Doll's House. Yeah, it's an actual stack, but it's for locomotives, the steam trains. And then this is brass tubing, and you just put them inside. I've even made, if you look in there, there's a little wheel for the throttle, yeah. But the butty boat, that was quite hard to make, because the actual rudder I had to carve out of a piece of wood, because the rudder's quite big at the back. Yeah.
It was lovely to meet Richard and his boat. What an achievement. Look forward to seeing the butty some point, if we're ever this way again. But we were only holding back the inevitable. Those 21 locks were not going to open by themselves. So I've now got the rope, which is round the bollard, which means I can hold the boat reasonably securely. And when I say tied, I don't mean we've tied it, I mean we have lassoed it. Oh yes, I'm a cowboy, you know. Tony Rogers, Roy's son. No, it's We're going down, as you can tell, on our own. No problem, it just means it takes a little bit longer, but as long as you've got a routine to go to, you're okay. So all being well, what happens now is Jan will open the paddle on this side. I know it sounds daft, but that means the water will come in from the opposite gate or paddle underneath and will push the boat against this wall, or keep the boat against this side of the lock. How's it going, Jan?
I'm knackered.
Well, we're nearly at the top, the sun's come out, and I've put my hat on, because this is the Hatton Flight, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, it's a cheap gag. So is the Canal and River Trust workshops on our left. Seem to have some ducks and chicks in the lock. Don't worry, we won't squash them. They're more interested in eating the algae off the side. Well, we've done 21, well, I say we've done, well, yes, we are a team. We've done 21 locks. Jan's done all of the gates herself, all the paddles and everything.
No bugger was going up or down.
So
I couldn't believe it.
All on our own. We were going to stop just before the last lock because there's a little calf there, but that wasn't open. And we could see in the distance it was looking a bit grey over your mother's.
And this is what happened.
We have been wet, but we obviously we've got changed since. And this is why we moored up just in time.
Look at it. But it was only on the last lock. All day it wasn't too bad. A little bit of showers and whatever, but I had shorts on and waterproof and sandals. But then the heavens opened on the last lock and oh, that's it really, that is it. But we're nice and dry now. I'm going to have a nice G&T and a red wine for him.
Well, there we go, that was epic, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you very much for watching this far. Please don't forget a thumbs up for a like, as usual. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's free, of course. And don't forget to press the bell icon.
Ding!
Thank you, Janet. And YouTube will notify you next time we upload a vlog. If you want to join us on Patreon and get some extra benefits, you can do. The link is down in the description. Until next time, wherever we may be. Don't forget to always give us a wave if you see us out on the canal. In the meantime, happy journeys, happy cruising, stay safe, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.